You're watching Rock and Roll Rugby, and we are back. Today we're going to just be reacting to the game between the Māori All Blacks and Japan. Now, Eddie Jones heads up Japan now. He's big talk all the time. You know, he never stops. He always tries to hype up every game. Special occasion, it being the Matariki. It was Matariki on Friday, but the Matariki weekend in New Zealand. So, for you that don't know, that's basically the Māori New Year. So it is a fitting occasion to be having the Māori All Blacks play, and yeah, it's just been. And forgive me if I'm not pronouncing Māori perfectly correct. Just remember, I am a South African. But yeah. A great occasion. The Japanese gave a special jersey to the Māori All Blacks, and yeah, and then in return they gave the Japanese, I think the haka that they did, it's the timatanga. It's a little bit different to the kapa o manga and some of the other hakas that usually the All Blacks do, but this is more the as far as I understand, the Māori All Blacks haka. Really great occasion, and then yeah, the game starts. Interestingly enough, as Japan was on the Māori All Blacks first, and within 5 minutes, line out close to the line, you could see right through the game, I had a feeling there was times when Japan was pretty good in their forwards and how strong they matched up to the Māori All Blacks. But generally, the Māori All Blacks were stronger in a total in the game within the forwards. But in this case, kind of going for trying the driving ball type of move doesn't work. First phase ball. And at the ruck, a space just opens up for their number 8.
Midfield back. Now going through the middle. Oh, it's the co-captain, Harara.
So Mamora Arara goes through. All obviously, I don't know all these names. It's new guys that's coming in. Obviously, Eddie Jones looking for a new era of Japan rugby. But very surprising for the Japanese to hit first and so early. And at this point, you think, here we go. This is going to be an epic battle. It really looked like Japan was coming to play. We know their style of playing is very kind of like moving the ball around, and it's a very similar type of game to what the Māori All Blacks play. But obviously, Māori All Blacks are a lot bigger in size than some of those players. But a similar type rugby, moving the ball a lot. But the All Blacks really caught napping the Māori All Blacks in this case, where there's just a gap that opened up around that ruck, and a defense around the ruck just sleeping a bit there. Well, then not much later, Josh Morby, you know, he's had a good year for Hurricanes, just showing his class again, breaking the line, gets pretty close, but then gets tackled, and from there gets tackled, but the All Blacks retain the ball and eventually break through and score their try. And the All Blacks, the Māori All Blacks are right back in the game.
Around this play, then Josh Morby's had a great season for the Hurricanes. Stays in field. Cullen Grayson, Ollie Norris helping him over the line. And look, the forward pack, really.
Now, there's a fullback from Japan, Yazaki. This guy is electric, a lot of pace. He makes a break about 18 minutes in, one of the highlights of the game, and gets tackled. Japan retrieves the ball, quickly thinks of the wide ball out, there's space, a cross kick through, and the Japanese player catches the ball, but brilliant defense. Just check this out.
22, now the kick out to the wing, waiting for it, 2 in Ruck, he's got it, and he's always lost it.
And man, that tackle from Balen Sullivan was something phenomenal. Again, like the Hurricanes just really shining through in this Māori All Blacks game. And you can just see that it almost seems like some of that form just basically continues into this game. But I mean, a total try-saving tackle. And it was a pivotal moment in the game where, you know, that try would have really kept Japan in this game and given them a lot of confidence.
But here we go, the put down. Oh.
Meters away to player again, trying to stretch out for the line. He's very close. He's swinging away on the right. Eklund is there, and Eklund's in.
Now, how good was Quinton Tapia also in this game? I saw him with the ball a lot, you know, making a lot of like meters driving through and carrying the ball very well. In this instance, kind of working at it, Morby again makes a break. Tupaya's right there, and I think he was in like 2 or 3 of those carries before eventually the Māori All Blacks hits again. So they have this line out just before halftime, and just a brilliant move right on the Japanese line. throw it in, looking to do the rolling maul. It starts going, and Billy Harmon with ball in hand goes through for try. It's just a very, very good set piece move from that line out. Just the rolling maul doing so well, and Japan just had no answers. They're just too strong from the Māori All Blacks.
At international level and through this outstanding league that they've got. Well, they take it down from the line out. Coming through.
So going to halftime, Māori All Blacks in front 17-5. But I've got to say, some discipline issues, 2 yellow cards just in that first half. Generally, you can see still just too much power. Just really where they win the game is, for me, with the forwards. Just too strong overall for the Japanese. But, I mean, the Japanese really did show some good signs in that first game and right at the start. I mean, if they got that try, which, that should have been a try with a cross kick, the game could have seemed a little bit closer at this point. But still an exciting game. Really, really good game. And then we're going to the second half. Then second half just started. Again, the Māori All Blacks gets her line out right on the Japanese, try line. And very patient this time, trying the rolling maul, but a lot better from Japan. You can see they had a good talking at halftime because they were stopping that rolling maul, because the rolling mauls was really the thing that was troubling this Japanese side. But they're so patient. They keep working at the angles with the rolling maul and just pushing through it. And then with the patience, eventually Sam Knott see that opportunity and getting it through to Balen Sullivan. It goes through for a second try and he pretty much walks it in. There was no one there to defend him, really.
All the ball's kept under control at the back. Sam Knott waiting for the moment to release it. They go to the short side, and Balen Sullivan is in to open the scoring in the second half.
And he does the mana wave like this, and it's another try for the Māori All Blacks. Mazuka makes a break from Japan, great in the Japan League One, but as he breaks, eventually loses the ball in the tackle. He made a lot of meters. It looked dangerous for Japan, but just no support. And then Reina picks it up, and then it's just like a counter attack. They go for it, and had to get it through their hands, work the ball, but eventually gets it into the corner. And a lot of broken play at this point. 60 minutes into the game, and it was just like open. It just became a very open type game in many ways. The balls, what you expect from these type of games. It always reminds me a lot of the Barbarian type games. It'll be tight to the first while, but then it starts just becoming a much more looser, open game. A lot of running rugby and good to watch, nevertheless.
Open up for Tuakaraina. They're queuing up in support. Tauri Orangi. Not going to go himself, but gets a nice ball.
Makes a good break, but can't make it all the way and gets a long pass out to the winger. I think it's the winger. Sorry, I can't pronounce this name, but let me show you.
Breaking through now is Rivers the Rehana. He's got Suafo close. Oh, beautiful pass. And
Ramakapoiki scores another one. So he scored 2 at this point. And now it's a bit of a blowout, 29-5, and it's, you can see this is just going one way, but lovely champagne rugby. And then right at the end of the game, somehow Japan just gets some kind of energy. They started rolling more, and it's phenomenal. They're just rolling it, and it can't be stopped. Get the ball out to the winger, and he scores in the corner, and they still eager to play some rugby.
Out again. Sato has it in the back. They're close to the line. Can't get it there. Sato sends it away.
And you'd think that that'll be the end of it, but the Māori All Blacks don't want to kick it out. They want to get one more try. Quinton Lapaya with a nice run, a little chip, and it bounces right back into his hands. And you think, here comes another one.
Thompson quickly shovels it on. Howden is there. Coming back through the little knock on.
Unfortunately, a little knock on, and that's the end of the game. And guys, great game, a spectacle of a game. So probably what you would have expected from a game like this, but certainly no blowout from a Japan perspective. They can hold their heads up high, and maybe Eddie Jones are starting to have some influence on their team. For some reason, he just loves coaching Japan, and there is a lot of players there with loads and loads of potential. From a Māori All Blacks perspective, just what you would have expected, Josh Warby, Rana, there's loads. I mean, both the wingers was amazing. Scored, I think, both 2 tries. a good performance all round by the Māori All Blacks for a team that don't play together all that often. You have to say a pretty decent performance. Great to watch, and it's always a treat to watch these games. Just a little bit of a different team to see. We know how many guys have come through the ranks like that, you know, not really picked for the All Blacks and performing well, the Māori All Blacks, and then sometimes gets drawn up. Just also putting your hand up there to say, hey, I am still here. I might not be your first choice, but I am here if you get some injuries. So it was a good game. Enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next one. Exciting things coming up. All Blacks versus England in New Zealand. The Springboks versus Ireland in South Africa. Awesome, awesome games to be excited about, and some other internationals. Great rugby coming up. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.